Well, Rubens, tell us your emotions, because it's been such a great championship. You've put up such a fantastic fight with Jenson.
It's been great. I mean, I've said before that all in all, you know, people put flour on my coffin at the beginning of the year, and I was back driving a fantastic car, and I was so up to it, and so I gotta really thank God for the situation I had for the year. The victory year we had. I mean, it was altogether a great car to drive all year. And Jenson won it, and he deserved it to do it. But he won it on the first 6 races. And I think the second half of the championship was mine. Was a true fight, and I fought really hard. But in a time of the championship that we didn't have the performance that great anymore. So it was a big fight, and I kept on going, kept myself alive, and I'm really pleased. I'm pleased for Jenson as a friend and as a great champion. And if I didn't win, he should have won it. So well done to him.
I mean, what's that last half of the season been like? Because you really have been the driver in form in that garage, and you've had this guy cross the garage, you know, incredibly worried that he's going to lose this thing.
Yeah, but it was this thing. He didn't have to do much, in all honesty, and I had to fight really hard. Not that I am the hero, and he was the hero the whole time, and I just kept on fighting, kept it very alive. For me, Monza and Valencia were great, as it was today. But today, for example, we didn't have the performance to win the race, and unfortunately, we need to look for that and see where we lost. And but I'm still happy. I would have finished third, and I was happy to fight with Lewis. It was a great fight, and I got out of the car and I said, "I'm sorry that I put you onto the wall so many times, but I give everything to this life. My family knows, and the big guy knows how much I fight for this. So it's been frustrating not to be able to win, but I consider myself a big winner and a big loser. I know how to win and lose, and this is a time of frustration, but I'm still a little bit happy for Jenson in a way.
Just last one from me, a thought for the team. You've been with Honda, now Brawn, all the guys in Brackley, and whatever your future might be with them.
They've been superb. They've been superb, and I think Ross was able to, although people got to really readjust, he was able to get everyone together, to give them speech, to prepare them, and they were really well prepared. It's a hell of a team that deserves to win, and so you know we will fight. We will have a good night together, because the team, I'm part of that. I feel the constructors is part of me as well. So happy for that.
You made it a great championship. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Really demonstrated quite what a gentleman he was today, didn't he? Drove up alongside his teammate Jenson Button, congratulated him on the title, and here he is congratulating the team on winning the Constructors' Championship. He may well have lost the Drivers' Championship today, but he's not too downcast. He knows how important he was to the victories for Brawn GP. Fantastic effort by him and the rest of the team. And there's Ross Brawn. I said he looked like a proud father, looking on there at John Button and Rubens Barrichello having a lovely moment together. And of course, you know, you've got to remember that Rubens has been with this team for a long time. Jenson Button and him are great teammates, and of course next season the two of them are unlikely to be driving together. So this is a special moment for the two of them, and a special moment for Brawn GP. Let's just look at these pictures. Well, congratulations, Jenson Button, 2009 Formula One world champion, along with the Brawn GP team. But of course, it isn't just a... Well, he's just been telling us that he thinks the team should be called Jock GP. We weren't too sure about that.
That would be a good name, actually. That's next year's name. So.
It's got a ring to it.
Well, we've chatted a few times this season. In fact, in the past couple of races, we've spoken prior to the race, prior to qualifying, and you've looked a very nervous man. Your emotions are a little different at the moment. You've won so much in this sport. Tell us where this ranks amongst all your other achievements, Ross.
It is very, very special, and I think special because of the circumstances behind the team and the spirit of the team and the way it came through the challenges it had this winter, which were massive. And I've said before, there's 450 of us now enjoying this. There's a lot of people who worked on this program are not with us anymore. Unfortunately, we couldn't afford to carry on, and they deserve all the credit as well. So it has been a real roller coaster, and to end up where we've ended up is fantastic.
Ross, we were talking with Nick earlier, and he said that in his position within the team, he has to negotiate with the drivers. Surely you'll be stepping forward and saying, look, let's just get Jenson signed for next year and get this silliness over with.
No, we do the bad guy, good guy bit. It works quite well, so guess which one Nick is, can't you?
Yeah, we've every imagination what he is. Now I want confirmation. We've already had the championes from the guys. When are you going to do My Way on the karaoke machine? That's what I'm more interested in.
It's tonight, and we'll give you the address later.
Ross, lots of emails coming into you. Mark says, congratulations to Ross Brawn. What will happen to the team next season? Will they have the budget to beat McLaren and Ferrari again? And this is a question that we put to Nick. You came into this season as unknowns. You go into next season as the team to beat. Everybody will be out there to top Brawn GP. How do you move forwards from this?
Well, we've got a good budget for next year. The finances in place for next season. We started next year's car quite a long time ago, and it will be tough. You know, we're not going to have that advantage at the beginning of the season we're enjoying this year. But I think there'll be so much confidence in the team from what's happened this year. It's going to make a big difference. So I'm quietly confident. We're going to be respectable for sure.
Ross, you've won a World Championship again. Congratulations, Benetton, Ferrari. And not with Michael Schumacher. You don't need Michael Schumacher to win a championship, do you?
It's the first one, isn't it? It's true.
Yeah.
But they were very special with Michael, for sure. And this is special as well. But the thought hadn't occurred to me, Martin, but you're right.
And how would you compare Jenson's championship year with those many with Michael?
Well, some with Michael, I have to say, were pretty straightforward, but there were some with Michael that were tough. I mean, you remember Suzuka, I think he had to score 1 point, and he made a complete hash of it the whole race. We were getting a bit in that territory towards the end of the year, but Jenson drove a fantastic race today. Where he started, it was the drive of a world champion. So.
Well, Ross, congratulations to you and the team. I think the final email, the most apt one, this is from Oliver. His question is, do you agree that Ross Brawn is a legend and deserves to go down in history? I'm not sure if that's for you or for us. What's your answer to that one?
The team is what's special. I'm very privileged to be part of this team, so...
Okay,
well, Nicky, what's your assessment of Jenson? He took his time, didn't he? But he's finally won it.
Oh, take my hat off, Jenson. Absolute, because when you're a world champion, there's nothing to criticize. He's one of the world champions. I made it once by half a point, nobody talks about it. So he did a perfect job in all this driving forward and backwards to be a real good world champion. That's it, you can't say more about it.
So what would you say to people who say, well, he hasn't won since Turkey, and so he's not really worthy?
He is worth it because he can call himself world champion. Nobody asks in the end how you come to be a world champion. To be a world champion, this is the difficult part, and he did win it, so all you can say is world champion, like Schumacher's and like all the other guys.
And what about what must that pressure since Turkey, knowing that he's got this lead and just seeing it chipped away? What must that have been like over the last few months?
He was very conservative, trying to save it, and he did save it right. But today, he drove a really aggressive, perfect race. So he can do both sides. So all you can really say, you have a good, real good world champion now back in England again.
And a quick thought on Brawn, the way they've been able to come by a small, all right, come from Honda. And
unbelievable. Because Ross took over a big mess. Right from the beginning, he was technically the best team, and this was the best ever I've seen in Formula One. A small team coming out of nowhere, dominating all the big ones, all the Ferraris, McLarens, and everybody, and winning the Constructor Championship in such a way. The same thing. Ross, Britain is really the best.